back, ladies, gentlemen, to another episode of Los Compas podcast with the compa Miguelitos in the house, with the compa Moises Papi Chulo in the house, and we got the boy Papacito Ian. What's up, bro? What's up, guys?
What's up?
How we doing tonight? How we doing?
How's it
How we
going?
doing tonight, Papacitos?
Chilling.
Tired,
like a
man.
villain. That too, though.
Hey.
That too.
Hey, straight
You could
off
be
the
tired
back,
chilling
bro.
like a
Straight
villain,
off the back. Do you guys like being called daddy or Papacito by your significant other? Is that a thing that you guys like?
I'll let you know once I get one.
All right, bet.
Or
No,
get
no,
I'd
there,
give it a
you
try.
know.
I'd give it a try.
No, but do you like not give it a try? Do you?
I don't
like-
know. It's never happened.
Oh, so you haven't even tried it.
No.
right, bet.
That's why I said I'll give it a try.
All right. What about you, Moy?
That's a hard negative.
That's not oh, this is awkward. This is
You
awkward.
think it's awkward now?
Yeah, welcome back, everybody.
what a great question,
welcome
man. What a
back
great
to another
question this
episode,
time.
guys.
All right, I guess.
The only reason I
guess
brought
I'm
it
not
up
what
is
I'm
'cause-
thinking today.
no, the only reason I brought it up is because I saw TikTok and this girl posted like, "Do you guys really like to be called daddy?" So I was just like, let me ask the boys, you know.
Negative.
I feel like we
Captain.
fuck around so much with the word daddy that, like, if I was called that, I would laugh too much and it would just kill the
Yeah,
mood.
it just feels
So,
awkward. Yeah.
See, I would have called the boys daddy. That's it, dude.
Hey,
Yeah, exactly.
Nah,
That
Papacito, bro.
works.
For me, it's Papacito.
No.
Or
Do you like being
Papichulo.
called Papacito?
Yeah, by you, especially by you.
All right.
I'm not talking about us right now.
Oh, I don't know. I'm like you. I want to try. We'll see.
Oh,
I'll come back in a week. I'll come
Mm.
back in a week.
All
All
right,
right, next
No,
week
right
I wanna
now, dude.
report-
Right now. Call it right now, bro.
But you
Tell
know
her,
what
hey.
We'll have our
Hold on.
notes.
But you know what's one thing I come back to every single day? Taste Salud, baby! This episode is brought to you by Taste Salud. If you guys, for some reason, are just feeling dehydrated and you guys feel like you guys need some more water in your system, you know, what better way to help you drink some water than with some amazing, bomb Mexican-inspired flavors, man? I'll give you an example. We got Sandia. Get hydrated with Taste Salud Sandias. Amazing, bro. 1 gram of sugar, 400 milligrams of electrolytes, 100 milligrams of elderberry. Easiest way to drink water.
It definitely makes it less boring.
Dude, at work, even like my partner, she's like, you've been drinking a lot more water lately. I'm like, well, as a matter of fact, I have. And so can you.
If you feel like Red Bull ain't cutting it, if you feel like coffee ain't cutting it, hey, try the caffeine line. And trust me, I've had some feedback, guys, and it kicks. And you're also drinking water, so you're getting both caffeine and hydration.
And if you guys feel like you guys are not having enough veggies in your life, try the greens. Try the greens. You get a bunch of veggies in one little packet. So, it also helps if you guys are feeling a little bloated. It helps with that. It's good for you. It's good for you. So try the greens. There's a bunch of good flavors out there. One of the new ones that just came out, passion fruit. Give that a try. Go on their website, tastesalud.com/Los Compas, or use coupon code Los Compas at checkout. Get a big order, bro. Get a big order in so that way you can try all the flavors. Just this big. Tell me when to stop, guys.
Mucho grande, please.
Mucho
You're not telling me when to
grande
stop.
or
That's how
grande.
big.
Keep going off screen.
It's going off screen, guys. It's not stopping.
If the caffeine is enough, if the hydration's not enough, if the greens aren't enough, try out the common sleeve, dude. It's honey and lemon. Shit is fire, guys. Shit is fire.
It's amazing, guys. If you guys want to just chill, relax, you know, calm and sleep. That's more your vibe. Again, guys, coupon code Los Compas, get 10% off your order. We appreciate you, Taste Salud. Thank you very much. Let's get into the episode, y'all. All right, today, there's a theme, guys. There's a theme for today's episode, and it's stuff that people may or may not find controversial. It just depends on who you're speaking to, who you're discussing with, you know? So by the end of the episode, do you have ligma?
The goblins. Don't forget about the goblins.
So by the end of the episode, we'll see if it was controversial or not. I don't know. Again, it depends on who you talk to about it. So I got a bunch here that I got ready for you guys. So let's go ahead and just dive straight into it. The first one. All right.
Like that? Just raw, dude?
Just raw. We raw dog it, bro. We raw dog it.
Are we worried about monetization or?
I mean, it just depends.
Do the
It
answers
depends on
matter?
your responses if we have to worry about that.
I think you got to worry about your public image, bro.
That's true.
That's true.
That's already
your
ruined.
internet
so.
footprint.
Want my public image, bro.
Digital
Damn,
footprint,
like that.
exactly.
Your what did I say? Internet footprint. Same thing.
I would say, yeah, same thing.
Same thing. All right, Miguel. I'm gonna tell you this right now. Just answer as best as you can. Right.
I already know this is going on.
Okay, so hypothetical, guys. This is a question for more people that want to have kids. Okay, so it's typical, and right now we're talking about a man and a woman relationship, right? The answer could be different for if you're a different type of situation, right? But for us, it's gonna be a man and a woman. Typically, whenever you guys have kids, the kid is gonna have the father's last name. Does the mom have the right to give the name to the child since they're already gonna receive the father's last name, or do you think the dad should also get a say in that?
Well, I mean, it's both their kids. They should both have a say.
Well, that's the episode, guys. This is already too controversial for me.
I mean, I didn't think it was that
technically,
big
the
of a-
woman doesn't. The mom doesn't have the say, or I guess I don't know. I guess it's a discussion, but again, typically the father, it's the last name of the father, so
I mean,
they
unless
don't
you
really get a
hyphenate.
say in that.
And I'm with Moses. They can hyphenate because my wife didn't take my last name, and we already talked about this. Who's gonna have what kid's gonna have whose last name? We said hyphenate it. If they want to pick one when they're older than 18, all right, cool. It'll break one of our hearts, but in the beginning, it'll be hyphenated.
So you're gonna
No, no,
hyphenate
hold
the.
on.
You're gonna
Think about your kid's future, bro. Think about they have to write these fucking long ass last names, bro. Don't do this to them, dude.
Just don't give them a middle name. Just be first name and then
Ah,
last name.
But
You know,
the
it's funny
middle
'cause-
name is the culture. Sorry.
I don't have a middle
that's-
name.
Sarah said yes. That's my wife.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're fucking whack, bro. But
Monica
we did
had
give you
that.
an honorary middle
crazy.
name, though. We give you
Am I-
one,
wait,
bro.
Am I the only one without a middle name?
I don't have a middle name.
Oh, then we're chilling. See,
Once
Miguel,
again,
what's your middle name?
what?
Angel?
Angel?
And your social security number? And-
69, 69, 69.
620.
But I think the way you're wording it is a little controversial. Being like, oh, do they have the right or do they have the say? I mean, 100%. To answer that question, just based on that question, yeah, it's their kid. They have a say in the kid's name.
To help out Adnan a little bit, I think the way he's wording it is if you stick to a very old-fashioned
Traditional.
way of traditional things, not so like we're thinking about like maybe like 1900s, 1950s, you know, whatever. But modern times, that is very, very controversial now. But obviously, back in as when we were babies, you know, I think the normal thing was you get married, wife takes husband's last name, the husband's bloodline gets to continue on, you know, whatever family tree, blah blah, and then just to make life easier, the kid gets the dad's last name.
So in this situation, so like I said, me and Monica, or you and Sarah, you and Veronica, they're gonna take our last name. So what if Sarah came up to you, and you and your future wife, Sarah comes up to you, or Veronica comes up to you, or they come up to you and they say, "I want to choose the name of our son and child." They're already getting your last name, so I want to choose the name. Are you gonna argue that, or are you just gonna be like, "Yeah, sure, go ahead"?
I'd have a discussion.
So, but you don't
worry
want
about
to outright say that yeah, you could go ahead and just choose a name. Like they
Well,
already
yeah,
have my
'cause
last
I
name.
wouldn't want my kid to be named something like Apple, you know, like
Yeah, I don't
So at
think
least have
Sarah
some
would name
kind
your
of-
son Apple or your daughter Apple.
I know, but
She could.
Hey,
bro.
you never
She
know,
could.
bro. She could be
Yeah.
spiteful towards you and just want to screw you over.
Remember
you know?
though,
or
hey,
she could
that's crazy.
Apple, you know, if they go by first name, first on the
one
list, you know?
timer.
yeah, I'm gonna be straight
Well,
up.
that's true.
Like me and Monica had the conversation, and it's funny you say about having long names because I have two last names. I have Delgado Vargas, and me and Monica had so many conversations where we would just argue back and forth. Where like I want Monica to take my last name, but it's her decision in the end if she does or doesn't. But I at least want my son or daughter to have my last name, and both of them. And then again, the discussion that goes back and forth between whether
Wait, you want your
they're
kids
only-
to have Delgado Vargas?
yeah, because that's my last name.
No,
No,
That's
I don't know
my-
about that one, Chief.
you
That's
get
my
one
last
last
name.
name, bro.
Nah, bro,
That's
you
why
get
that's
one.
kinda
You're
wild.
asking for too much.
But
already,
anyway,
dude.
that's not the argument here. And then we get into the first name thing. That's the topic. The first name. The agreement that we made is that I name the son and she names the daughter. So that's the agreement that we made. But again, like say Sarah or Veronica comes up to you, like they're already getting your last name. I want to choose the name.
I'm just gonna entertain your hypothetical because there's no way in hell that's gonna happen. But
Okay.
well, I'm just saying, like we already had discussion. We already have names picked out. So to your hypothetical, Veronica came up to me and was like, "Hey, they're taking your last name. I get the first name. Hey, bro, hands."
You're throwing ass. Yeah.
Open and
I
close
mean-
fist.
I mean, there has to be a conversation. So regardless, like there's a conversation. There's no way I'm going into it and just be like, yeah, sure, fuck it. You know, as much as like, you know, you should trust your spouse to pick a name.
Yeah.
But like, obviously, like when it comes to kids, I think it's definitely a discussion. of names, not just one or the other.
Is it
Okay.
really that
100%
big
agree.
of a deal? I say, fuck it, bro. Just pick it, dude. Or give me like a top 3, dude. Like, what's your top 3? We'll discuss it.
What's your top three?
Or
We're gonna draft.
What's
there
still
you go, though.
discussion?
That's still discussion.
Since I'm a
Yeah.
gambling person,
Oh,
Yeah.
I
25
say
on
on a
name?
fucking
You
on
wait, no,
a spinning wheel.
you wait till the moment your child is born, and that the first thing that pops in your head at that moment, that's it, dude.
oh no, a lot of people do that actually.
Not because
That's right.
do
Don't
wait.
do it.
but you already have preconceived notions and still like you still have ideas of what you want.
Yeah, but in that
If
moment,
you really
dude, after
if you
push out
really
a
want
kid
a
and go
random
through that
name, if
stress-
you really want a random name, you shuffle names, you put them
On
on
a
a little
generator or what?
spinner, and then you spin
Put
as
'em
soon
on
as
a
that
wheel.
kid comes out.
Yeah.
So you want me to pull up to the fucking like the labor room and just all right?
Yeah,
fuck it,
with
right
the
here.
with the spin.
Vámonos.
As soon as it's done, just Wheel of Fortune that bitch.
I like the way you think, dude. I'm actually gonna start working on that right now.
Yeah.
There we go.
And then you go
no,
look,
but
and both of you can put names on it. That way, there's no hard feelings because it's all fate.
to
True.
answer Nan's original hypothetical question, which is if she's already getting my last name, does she get to just pick the first name right out the bat? I would agree to that on one condition: I get to pick the middle name.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. That's fair.
But
Loopholes.
if we cannot modify your original question at all, because that's the whole point of this, I want to say that I would trust my partner to have, I guess, similar ideas or interests in terms of names, and I would disagree with the name.
What if he names the kid Ronaldo?
On the firstborn only. On the firstborn only. That's it. After that,
So you alternate?
But they all have your last name, dog. What you mean?
I don't give a fuck. But I also do like Hernan's answer, which was my second answer. If it's a boy, then I get to name the boy. If it's a girl, they get to name the girl.
But why does it have to be that way? Why can't you name the girl and your wife name the boy? Why don't you want to name your daughter?
Because they got my
Because I
White
want to name my
You
son,
don't
bro.
give a fuck about her, bro.
Y chromosome. Yeah, right.
Because I
that's
wanted
the
to
right one.
name my
We have
son,
white
and she
chromosomes.
wanted to name our daughter. That was the agreement. That's why there ain't no controversy there.
All right. Well, whenever you and Monica end up having kids, let me know so I can help her so she gets some last name in there because her name's gonna get cut off.
All right, Nan, I really hope the next topics are not as hard or controversial
no,
as
for
that
real.
first one. Because
I mean, they're
was
all
already struggling,
controversial.
dude.
Again,
You got my
that's-
blood
depends.
pressure up,
Started off crazy.
So you got my
All
blood
right,
pressure.
so just all in all, to sum it up, no. The answer is no.
A discussion. I mean, it's
It's
not
a discussion.
outright no, but a discussion at least.
Okay, all right. Well, there you have it, folks.
The answer is
Everybody at
if
home,
we're gonna play Shark Tank.
Everybody at home, does the mother have the right to choose the first name since the child's already getting the father's last name? Let me know.
What if we change the word right to priority, and let me go from there?
No. I leave it as is, bro. That's
All
how
right,
I read it.
Okay, well then,
That's how I wrote
people
it
out there
in my
watching,
notes.
if you guys are, upset about it, blame it on Hernan.
Why? It's a genuine question. One controversy down, the next one up. All right. I'm going to give you guys another hypothetical here, all right? Say you are with a group of friends, whatever amount of friends are there, whatever. You guys are having lunch, breakfast, dinner, whatever it may be together. You guys split the tab evenly, all right? Is it fair to do that if you, for example, Ian, you are not feeling too hungry, you only get an appetizer and a soda. But then we got Miguel over here, bro, gets a beer, gets a fucking mimosa, gets a fucking entree,
Fucking
gets a
surf and
steak,
turf up here.
surf and turf, gets the whole 9 yards. In that situation, is it fair to split the tab evenly?
No.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No?
either. In that hypothetical.
Motherfucker,
Okay.
you not
So-
hungry either because you didn't get order shit.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
bro,
guess
what
if
the fuck?
everybody shared a little bit with me, all right. If I got some of those pancakes, I got some of that surf and turf, some,
Yeah.
All right, then.
No,
a little
stop
bit of
there.
it.
Stop there. As your homeboy, bro, as your homie, dog. If I ordered it and I offered you some, I'm not fucking charging you to have some, dog. What the fuck?
Literally, yeah.
I'd be like, yo, try this shit. It's fire.
I'm charging
dude.
you
Like,
for
what,
every fucking camaron you eat, bro.
what the
Yeah.
fuck? Like,
No, that is
Nah.
a very fairly common one though.
Yeah. And I ask it because there was a situation once where me and Monica got invited to a birthday party. One of fucking Monica's colleagues, whatever it may be, at the time. But we went out. We didn't know exactly where we were until like a certain time. When they let us know, we found out it was like a fancy restaurant, and we went there. Again, at the time we're on a budget, So we ordered what we thought was good for us, you know? But again, like the people from the party, obviously they ordered their bottle, they ordered their whatever, they ordered their expensive meals and shit. And they and at the end, they wanted to split the tab. So we ended up paying a hefty amount for stuff that we didn't really want, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
bro.
is why I try to, I'm just like, take a picture of the receipt, whatever you paid for,
Yeah.
whatever you bought,
Yeah.
then add that up and Venmo to me.
And some
Like that
people
kinda
might
thing.
find that like too much, you know, like, oh, that's doing too much. Just make it easy, you know, just fucking split it evenly.
Bro, if
Yeah, but
that's
I'm-
hard, then just fucking start breathing. Okay, no, I'm just kidding.
No, I mean, if it's hard, then
Rewind.
just split all
Cancel
the
that,
checks.
cancel.
Split all the checks.
Some
Honestly,
places
though,
don't let you split, you know? That's the thing.
That's true.
Yeah,
Or
like the
they have a
places.
limit.
Yeah.
okay, but in that point, that's what Ian's saying, dude. Just
No, yeah, I'm just
have
saying,
one
like, in
person
terms of,
cover
like,
it,
splitting, yeah.
take the photo of the receipt or write it in there. Hey, like,
I
you're gonna
think
owe me this much
this
amount. But
hypothetical comes from all those fuckers that mooch.
you got some fucked up acquaintances and none, and you need to get rid of those people if you haven't
Yeah,
gotten
if
rid of
that's
them
really
yet.
if that's the real advice you're looking for, Adnan, yeah.
I'm
And
not.
honestly, if I
I'm
was the
not.
person with the bill in the
Guys,
hand,
this is not advice for me. This is literally genuine questions that I just came up with.
if I was the person with the bill in hand and I noticed that somebody literally ordered like, 50% less than everyone else, I would probably be like, hey, guys, we're gonna split this amount evenly,
Mhm.
but so and so is only responsible for this part.
Yeah.
Then
I think
again,
there has to be a
this is
level
me.
of self-awareness, you know, from
Yeah.
everybody, you know? A level of self-awareness where you know that if you're going to be ordering a bunch of shit, like you got to know that that's the shit that you're going to be paying for, you know?
Right.
Don't
I mean, you would
don't
think at least.
put that on somebody else there at the table.
Yeah. Because I've seen Reddit posts about that too. And it's funny because it reminds me of, because like, it's like this guy's always like saying, oh, like the group always goes out and so, like these two people like always order extra of everything, but
Yeah.
because it gets split between everyone, like, you know? And
Yeah.
so I guess one time they went out and this group of friends, they were like going around and same thing, you know, they ordered their big ass meals or whatever. And then all the other people that were in on it were like, nah, I'll take water. And everyone just drank water or ate before, you know? And so by the time the bill came, they're like, okay, well, we're going to split this. And everyone's like, well, we didn't eat.
Yeah.
And it's
That's
like,
pretty
and then like, they're like, oh, well, we can't afford it, blah, blah. It's like, well, bitch, what the fuck?
You're the one
Like,
that ordered.
Why'd you get so
Really, bro.
much?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But it you know, it's like, it's crazy because like there are people that like just take advantage of like the kindness of other people's hearts.
Yeah.
100%. I also think it's a thing where people like it's like almost like a communication thing in a way. Like some people maybe just don't want to say, like they think, hey, okay, we're gonna split it evenly, and some people are like why? Like they'll go home, talk to the significant other or another friend, and it's like, why the fuck do you
Yeah.
have to pay for half of it?
Yeah.
Right.
And sometimes people just don't want to bring it up. Like with a lot of our friends group, like with us and my other friend groups
Yep.
and all our other friend groups, like we usually just talk about it. We'll be like,
Yeah.
oh, can we split it between us? Or all right, everybody, we're gonna do it this way. We're gonna split it, blah blah blah. And some people just don't want to do that, and they
Yeah.
just kind of sit with that
I
uncomfortableness.
mean, yeah, some people
of
just
it.
don't like conflict, I guess.
Conflict,
you know, or the
yeah,
potential of
yeah.
conflict.
Yeah, exactly.
Nah, bro, we ain't
So
splitting shit.
yeah. As I summarize, we're not
Split.
splitting shit. We're itemizing that, and then maybe adding tip in there, split depending how that is.
Yeah.
Fuck you
I
guys. I'll
think
pay
it's
for my own
just-
pancakes.
Yeah. I think it's just like I said, it's just a self-awareness, you know. Sometimes it just might work out and everybody gets stuff that's very similar and you
Right.
might as well
Yeah.
just split it,
Which
you
in
know,
those
make
cases,
it
like,
easy.
it makes sense, you know?
Yeah, might as well.
Exactly.
But again, bro, if I go over here ordering 2 bottles and a fucking a wagyu steak, and I'm over here ordering fucking chicken tenders, I ain't fucking splitting the shit evenly, bro.
That's a big discrepancy there.
Yeah, so
I'm gonna split you evenly, bro.
okay. Glad to hear you guys' opinions on that, man. It's always good to hear other people's opinions and stuff like this because, like, you know,
And
Everybody
once
thinks differently.
Once again,
Everybody
everyone's
thinks
different.
differently.
You don't gotta agree.
exactly opinions. Everybody has a different opinion. So this next one is not. It's a little bit different. This one is more like I wanted to get you guys' thoughts on if this is weird or not. But I don't know
Okay.
if you guys have ever heard of a scenario like this or a situation like this. But I have been. It has been brought to my attention that there are couples out there in the world where they sleep in different beds or they sleep in different rooms. I, for one,
Yes.
find that a little odd that if like you're in a relationship with this person and you're not sleeping in the same bed, like what is the mindset there? Like what is the reasoning for sleeping in a different bed? whether it be in the same room or just in a different room entirely.
First thing that came to mind was like a religious reason.
A religious
Like
reason?
maybe some people, wait for marriage. They actually do
Mm.
that, and so they'll sleep in a different bed, different room, maybe. That's what I like. I don't know, but that's just
Yeah.
what came to my mind. But I agree with you that it is kind of odd
Yeah.
if you are living together, you've been in a long-term relationship or married,
Yeah.
and you're not sleeping in the same bed or room. Kind of a little suspicious.
What do you mean religious reason though?
Well, like I said, people wait for marriage. Like maybe it's just like, in
The-
Catholicism, like you don't want to move in together.
Yeah.
Don't live together, that kind of stuff. Like maybe it's something like that. I mean, there's a bunch of religions out there.
Yeah, the
It
first
could
thing
be
that-
some
The first thing I
something.
thought of when he said that is like, say you're in a situation where you do have to live together, but because of religious reasons, you guys are not supposed to be sleeping together before
Yeah.
marriage, and you sleep in
You're not there
different
yet.
bed.
You're not officially
Yeah.
graduated
Yeah.
and shit. All right.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
You don't have the diploma.
But
Uh,
say
walk the
it
stage.
wasn't religion though.
Personally, the only things I can think of that would justify that maybe would be an extreme difference in temperatures where you just cannot agree on what temperature to leave the room, or B, one of you snores so fucking damn loud that it's not possible to sleep. I'm looking at you, Moy.
That's crazy.
Damn.
It's fine. Once he gets backed up, he's
Alrighty
fine.
then.
Actually, for both of
Alright.
those, I'm looking at Moy.
Yeah.
All right.
That's a.
Yeah,
I
look,
kinda
you
feel
guys
that's a
have,
little
you guys have
extreme also.
clearly never seen How I Met Your Mother. All right.
Actually, I have not.
There was an
neither.
episode that talks about
I won't ever.
this. They've been together. And actually, at this point, I don't know if they're married yet. They might have been married already. But Lily and what the fuck is his name?
Bro, you say this like we're gonna know these characters.
The tall
fuck,
dude.
I'm trying to remember.
The main character is it the main characters?
Marshall and Lily. They sleep together. This and that, and then I think someone tells them about like trying separate beds, and then they try it and they fall in love with it because
Why?
I think Marshall was like he likes to bring snacks into the bed or like eat at bed, and she hated that. And then I think like she did something that he didn't like. I don't know. Point being is they got their own separate little twin beds in the same room though, like same room, and then just two separate beds.
Yeah.
And then like they just slept together and they fall in love with it. But then it gets to the point where they like it becomes too much. They're separated. They miss each other. This and that.
Yeah.
So it's like at first it was like a great idea because you get you get a stretch. No one's in your way. This and that. But then over time, they got lonely and whatnot. I don't know why I brought
They're
that.
like
Well, I mean,
a
I brought
foot
it up because
apart,
it
bro.
came
What
up.
do you mean?
But
the
but I'm
intimate
saying-
part of like being next to
but I'm
your
saying at the end of the day, like
partner.
if you are sleeping, or I guess not sleeping with your partner, if you're sleeping in separate beds, or I mean, room seems like a lot, like really extreme.
Yeah. No, but there
if
are
you're- if
people
you're
out there
with-
that will sleep in a
Which
different room.
but like again, maybe you just like. I mean, you could have two people who love it because they just like their space.
I don't know. It's just odd. Like I get
Well,
one
I
in
mean,
your
yeah,
space
to you
and
it's
stuff.
odd because you live with her, you want to be around her,
No, I get it.
and all that.
I'm trying to understand it, but like for me, it's odd because like if space is your reasoning why, like I mean, you can have space throughout the day. Like if you guys are doing one thing or the other, like around the house during the whole day, but at the end of the night, you get together with your loved one. Like it's just like I don't know. It's weird to me.
No,
like,
bro,
you wouldn't
just
sleep in the
dap
same
her
bed.
up and you guys go to the other room.
Yeah, bro. Honestly, I'd be like, hey, you're gonna go to bed earlier and wake up earlier.
Or
Somebody
yeah,
will
like
have my
well,
own
like
room.
we have this spare bedroom, but like the case was like I'm staying up late or doing something, and like I don't want to go to bed or make noise. Like maybe one time,
But-
the
But
one
then you
time.
would just go to your room when you are ready to go to sleep.
But if
What
I
if
don't want
you
to make
wake up
noise or
your
like
significant
or
other
disrupt
again?
or whatever,
How much
I'm
noise are
saying,
you gonna
like-
make when you get in, bro?
she's a light sleeper, right?
I mean,
I can actually.
I don't know, bro.
I can actually
don't know.
speak on this because I have I won't out them, but I have family members who do this. They've
Yeah.
been married for a long time, and they don't sleep in the same bed and don't even sleep in the same room anymore. They have their own separate rooms.
At this point,
And
they're gonna have their own fucking separate house, bro.
to me, it's like no, exactly. To me, it's like why now their relationship is how do I say tenuous? I guess it's
Yeah.
I don't know. It goes back and forth. It's like the husband really wants it sometimes, but then he'll be really upset or whatever. So it's just like I guess maybe for what works between their dynamic
Yeah.
is the reason that they're doing it. But I don't think it started that way. And I've talked to them about it before, and it's like they don't see anything wrong with it. Or I guess in the beginning the wife did because of that intimate, like lonely part of it.
Right.
But then at some point they just got accustomed to it. They just got used to it, and that's
Yeah.
just how they do it now. But still, even to me at that point, you guys have been married for 20-something years, and I don't think this is the first time it's happened. To me, it's like, why don't you just, separate at that point? Like, it's been so
I feel like
long.
at that point, you're like doing too much, and it's just at the point that like, why are you guys even together? Like,
Yeah, and they're not necessarily in good. How do I put this? They're not really in a good relationship either.
yeah,
So like, it seems like the end. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, it's like they're starting that separation part of things by separating their rooms and not where
But
they
they
sleep
can't.
together.
They can't pull the trigger and end it.
Yeah. I think that's what is holding it. But yeah, I mean, I thought it was weird at first when I was told.
Yeah.
And I was
Mhm.
just like, what do you mean? Like, why is that? What's happening? Oh, it's because this or that and some excuse or something that seems serious. But yeah, there are people that do that, whether
Yeah.
it's for like legit reasons or they want to be warm or they want to be cold or have snacks in bed.
yeah. I feel like if Monica
yeah.
ever brought up like we should try sleeping in different beds, I'll be like, I'll start like overthinking everything, and I'll be suspicious. And I'll be like, this is the end. This is the start of the end. Where like this is the first reason why now this is gonna start. No, this is not something that happened, guys. No.
What if you just fart and she just doesn't care for them anymore?
You say, get out, go to the other bed.
No,
I'm not-
Because I mean, you a gassy boy, dog.
I am a
You
gassy
don't
boy.
say
I'm
too
not
much.
gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie.
Let's be in
You just gotta
Peorio.
think about it this way, bro. You need a space to bring your side through, right? Like you need a room to bring your side, right? Otherwise, like where you gonna bring him? Like if you're sharing the same room,
But
there's no room
think
for your
about it.
side.
Only
bro.
the single person would say that.
You use your own logic, Miguel. Think about it this way: your girl wants to sleep in a separate bed, so she's bringing her side. You all right with that?
Then I'm bringing my side. What do you mean, dog?
So you just did an open relationship then. All right, hey,
That's crazy.
Fair play.
No,
That's
no,
great.
I
That
mean-
floats your boat, dog.
What it? I think for like, and I'm saying like it sounds weird, but what if it's just weird because like socially we've been,
What's what I'm saying?
Conditioned
for us,
to-
it's weird because
but
so
yeah, what
used
if
to
like other
it.
countries? Yeah, like what if they don't do it? What if they don't sleep in the same room?
Look, at this
Word.
point, look, guys, like, if you guys are sleeping in separate beds, they have these new mattresses that you can buy where it's like separate in the middle, and then you guys can control
Tempur-Pedic?
like your temperature, and like you guys can raise your
Bro,
mattress
you
up
act
and
like
down.
we got money like that, bro.
Yeah, that's like five. Those are almost like 10
I mean,
grand.
at that point, you're already buying 2 beds and shit, and 2 mattresses.
Two beds for
$500
$100
beds
each?
ain't the same as 10 grand.
500. What the?
All right, and no one is saying that these mattresses are
10.
10 grand, bro. All right, but maybe they are, maybe they aren't. I don't know. I haven't looked at the prices.
Look,
I'm just
man,
offering a
look,
solution here.
You could just say sleep is the most important thing you can pay for, and that's how you justify the 5 to 10 racks of spending on a
That's
bed.
also the
but
why I justify sleeping in a separate bed, so I'm not interrupted.
the only reason I can justify sleeping in a different room from a significant other is I can't let them sleep, or they can't let me sleep, or I mean that's it. Like I
But
should
they
have
got
just one
COVID,
reason.
bro. They got COVID.
Or you
They're
got
sick.
COVID.
Yeah, see, that's the other thing. They're sick.
That's different, though.
Then
That's
okay.
But what if you're sick of their shit, bro?
different. That is a very valid type of sickness.
They prescribed you a separate room, dog.
The couch, wait, the couch.
The couch. You just got kicked out and you had to sleep on the couch for the night.
See, that's why you gotta invest in a good couch too, because that's your second bed sometimes, yo.
Hell yeah. I agree with that.
Shit. Well, I guess that answers that, dude.
Well, that answers my fucking question. All right. But I'm just wondering.
And
'cause-
then just
Hey,
don't
if
overthink
you guys sleep in separate beds, though, let us know. I want to know. We're sorry
Just-
for all
'cause
the,
just why,
the mean
you know?
things that Anan said about you guys.
I didn't see a single mean thing other than I thought
Yeah.
it was weird, man.
You guys
That's-
sound
that's
weird.
what it was
You
weird.
guys are
That's all I
just
said.
Sorry.
different.
And if that was mean, I'm
And
very
we
sorry. I'm
understand
very
that.
truly sorry. I apologize.
Yeah, we appreciate it too.
Yeah. Let us know. Definitely curious. This next one, I'm going to try to explain it as best as I can. If it ends up sounding confusing, I am very much sorry. But again, like this was kind of difficult to say. But I wanted to know, again, Miguel, let me know as best as you can. I wanted to know if you or your partners did this. Social media is a big thing nowadays. And social media can play a big role in relationships. The reason I say that is, and I'll give you guys an example so that way I can paint the picture a little bit better for you guys. Monica will be on TikTok scrolling a lot, whether it be, again, TikTok or Instagram, and she'll run into reels or TikTok posts. It could be either a guy or a girl saying, your man should do this for you, or your man should do that for you, or you should be doing this in your relationship. You should be doing that in your relationship. Or it'll be, if he's not doing this, leave him. If he's not doing that, leave him. Point is, do you or your partner do this where you bring that into your relationship? Like, do you guys get influenced by posts that you see on TikTok and then you kind of try to adapt it to your own personal life? That can maybe lead up to it straining your relationship, or I don't know, maybe it'll make your relationship stronger.
How many things have Monica made you do, dog?
Okay, bro, this sounds very personal right now. I feel like you're a victim right now.
So, Monica
bro,
has admitted
this is a safe place, dog.
No,
if she's making you do shit that you don't want to do.
Well, Monica hasn't and I noticed that. I'll see that Monica will be listening to TikToks and it's about relationship advice and stuff like that. I'll hear her say that, and then the next day maybe I'll notice that she'll try to implement that in our relationship. I know Monica does that, and she has already admitted that she does that. For me personally, I have two thoughts about it. I'll have like, why do you have to listen to a person like talk about relationships and like kind of like influence you? Make your own relationship. You know, you don't have to follow somebody else's style of relationship and make it into yours, you know? And on the one hand, I mean, sometimes people do have good advice, you know, like it's worth giving it a try. Again, this could be something that can strain the relationship. You're like, bro, like stop listening to these people on the internet. Like just let us have our own relationship, you know? Or like, yeah, it works out. So I don't know. Do you guys think that could be a good thing or a bad thing? Do your partners do that?
That's tricky to say, dude. As someone who does not have a partner, I'm sorry, but like we said in the last episode, I do like to look at both perspectives all the time, or all perspectives. You know, I feel like in a way, I think if it would help the relationship overall, it's a good thing. Like maybe I'm watching the video and I'm like, fuck, dude, you know what? I really don't pay attention to those details, or I don't do enough, you know? Or if it's the opposite, like it's a video I'm watching and it's like, damn, they don't do this for me, or they don't do like whatever, you know. I feel like in that case I wouldn't say much, or I wouldn't be so upfront about it. Maybe I would try to like imply it or hint at it. But if it's the first way I said it, where like I feel like I'm not doing enough, or like whatever it is, then I think I would be more inclined to implement it, or to maybe try to take a step back and be like, who am I as this person in the relationship? And then seeing if it kind of like fits in my values, or maybe something's wrong with my values or whatever like that. But that's how I see it. You know?
Now that I'm thinking about it, you know, are these videos like all just what a guy should do?
I mean, on her For You page, it probably is that way.
Well, because I feel like in general, like that whole, I guess that topic in general is targeted at the men, or the, you know, that person in the relationship. Because it's like, what is he not doing? You know, this and that. Because like, I feel like, I mean, I guess you could do like, what is she not doing? But I feel like you never really see those.
You're not going to.
You know, like, so like
we're gonna
off the back, you know, we kind of fucked.
Are we gonna start
to be completely fair?
Is that the new thing?
We're about to.
Yeah.
We're about to get
but to be completely fair, I do catch those posts once in a while on my page, where guys should be able to like let out their emotions to their women or something like that. That guys should be able to express their emotions without being ashamed and stuff like that. I do see those posts once in a while, you know. Not, I mean, obviously, yeah, like you said, like you could definitely, you do see it more on the side of like, oh, men should be doing this and men should be doing that.
I feel like even like as a guy, like you would see the videos you see are more like, you know, do this for your girl, do this for your girl, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder why.
Which I mean, at the same time, you know, like to your point, you know, sometimes it is just good to hear like advice, from like, you know, but like I don't know, I feel like this is a double-sided. What is it? Double-sided sword, double-edged sword, whatever the fuck.
Double-edged
double
sword
standard.
Yeah. And that's why I'm curious because, like I said, if your girl is constantly seeing these on her page, like her brain is getting stimulated. You know, like she starts gaining ideas and she starts maybe overthinking a relationship. Like, oh man, why isn't my guy doing this? You know. So that's what I'm saying. Like, is it bad to bring that into the relationship because it can strain it, or like is it valid?
I think there's limitations. You know, like all things. You know. In moderation, you know, or take it with like a grain of salt. You know, you can watch all the videos you want, but like only you really know how you guys are doing. And like,
or maybe you can look at it logically and just be like, "This is why I'm not or can't do those things," and explain them why. And then, or if there is a why, if there isn't a why, then fuck, you know, maybe shit, maybe they're right, But
yeah, I have a few things to say about this. First, for what you were saying, Moses, about why is it always what the man can do to fix a relationship or do better or whatever. That's because traditionally, I'll go back to the first question. Traditionally, women did all the shit. Men just sat at the house, drank beer, watched football. Women cooked, cleaned, took care of the kids, went out, ran the groceries, ran all the errands. They do so much stuff that us men don't know about. And I know this because I get these TikToks. I get a lot of therapy TikToks about men, women, all of it. And they have like this mental load that women do that men don't have. And that's because our brains are completely different. So women are always running through this stuff in their head. And that's why a lot of the time you see the videos of like, this is what a man can do to help his partner, is to help alleviate all that mental workload, all that stuff that they do. So that's why a lot of the times it's like, what can men do? Also, I'm going to put it there, is the fucking patriarchy. This is a man's world right now that women are living in. So I do think that we need to do a little bit better and help our ladies. Now, what you said, Hernan, about, you said, what'd you say, like, how do you feel about it influencing or using that info and adapting it to your relationship, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what you said? Okay, but then you had mentioned that you were like, why are you letting this thing influence our relationship? Why can't we let it grow itself?
Mm-hmm.
I take these things as kind of like therapy in a way. You go to a therapist, you go to a counselor, and they give you homework in a way. They give you tasks, things to do to bring home and adapt into your life. That's how I think these videos are. Sure, there are some which just straight up like, your man's a piece of shit if he doesn't do A, B, C, or D. Like that, there are videos like that. But at the same time, there are some that are very constructive, and they will give you these things like therapists do, and you could use those to adapt them to your lifestyle that will fit you and your partner. So you don't necessarily have to take it and do it like, do a 1-for-1. It's like you see what they say and you try to get to work with your relationship. Then now to fully answer the question, Sarah and I do this. We share reels, we send TikToks, well, mainly reels now, because fuck TikTok. And we send them to each other, and there's a lot of relationship stuff. What we can do to work and better our relationship, whether it's on my part or on her part. But this also comes down to a lot of communication. It was very hard to do that in the beginning, because when she would send me those, what a man can do better for his girl, I would be so defensive. I'd be like, well, I do these things. I'm already doing this. Why are you sending this to me?
What you mean, bro?
Exactly. But over times, it's like, okay, I can see these things now. I can see where we could adapt them and use them in our relationship. So I don't mind it personally. But like I said, it took me years to finally get there. And I probably just got there like last year. That's me. I'm going to step off my soapbox now. And that's that's my soapbox moment there.
And look, I want to be fair. Like, I'm not saying like you can't watch these videos or anything. And like I said, like some of the ideas that they have in these videos are good ideas. And, it's worth to try. There are instances where some of these videos are pretty extreme and kind of like unrealistic expectations that these people are putting into like your partner's head, where like I'm like, oh, right, all right, chill, let's calm down, bro, let's be fair here. And even I'll give kudos to Monica, because Monica will come across these videos and even she'll be like, all right, this is doing too much, this is doing too much. It just I guess it just depends on what the video is and what kind of advice they're giving it. And
no,
that's how you know you have a good one, dude. That's how you know you have a good one, dude.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Okay, so all I got from this was somebody said that it's always been like a patriarch or thing.
It's a patriarchal society. Yes,
we're gonna go back to the Neanderthal era, and biologically, the male body was created to perform better than the female body. So the male had to go out and hunt in dangerous situations.
Yeah, but
so
now
so we bring that down with us,
Yeah, but now the men don't last as long as the women do, because our bodies are completely wrecked and screwed over. So the women are going to survive the men.
And this is why they call me the 2-pump chump, because I don't be lasting.
Damn.
And then that kind of feeds into like Ian's thing about like, like the woman would cook, clean, kids, all that stuff, but supposedly the men was like the provider, breadwinner, whatever. And it's like, if you didn't do that, then you were just shit, But like, I think things are definitely changing a lot more. And like, these videos are out there, and it's just like, it should, I feel, maybe this is not the right thing to say, but it's like, it should be 50-50. Then again,
what about
controversial in itself?
Wait, but what if your partner is a nurse or a doctor and they're working 12 to 14 hours a day, and you're at home with a remote job, maybe 6 to 8 hours,
I feel targeted,
kids and your dishes and chores and all that stuff, then would you expect it to be 50-50? Because it's not going to always be 50-50.
No, I at that point, I'm doing more because I might have the easier workload in that sense. But I think at the end of the day, it will be 50-50, but maybe not like in terms of like workload. Like I think your partner in that case will be very appreciative that you're taking care of these things because they can't, and they'll return it one way or another, you know?
And you consider
like-
that the other 50?
Yeah, that in that way. So it's not like a straight draw 50-50 in terms of like,
Okay.
hey, you're doing dishes this day, I'm doing dishes this day. No. It's like overall the relationship, the
'Cause
culture, yeah.
Sarah and I have that kind of a thing like that too, where it's like, I can only give X percent of the day. Say, I can only give 30% because my day was tiring and shit. So can you cover the other 70%? That's how we see that 50-50, I think. But we don't call it 50-50 because, like you were saying, you'll do a big part and then in return at some point, they'll come back and they'll give it to you. That's how we see it. We do it this other way of like, I have this
That's why I
percent.
don't
Can
want
you
to say
cover
like
it?
50-50 because it's just
Yeah.
like it never.
Well, I
is
just want to make sure I
50-50.
understood what you meant because at first it does sound like, 50% this, 50% that.
I mean, at
But
first
if
he
you're
did
saying it the
literally
other
say
way-
50-50.
What I learned this weekend was it is 100% both of you 100% of the time.
Ooh, and just to give some feedback on that, Moises was at a church retreat.
Ah,
That was a TED
Marriage
talk.
stuff.
that was a
That's
text.
so-
So-
Hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie though. Like, long story short, I did learn a lot this weekend. Like
That's good.
it was like a church retreat, but like I think overall, it was definitely a communication retreat. Like overall,
It's definitely
Like,
about your
that is-
you
relationship.
think about it,
That is the
yeah.
biggest thing in a relationship. So,
So-
Like I said,
you calling it off, right?
So
That's what you learned?
like, oh, dude, I think
That's crazy.
I'm like 100% in more.
There we go. There we
Now
go.
you're fucked, Migs.
There you go,
You're
dog.
fucked.
Oh, so yeah, so like these like elderly couple. Okay, actually, I don't know how old they were to be honest, but they, gray hair.
Oh,
These two
come
couples.
on, bro. Dude, are you for real right now, brother?
These two couples, one was a couple of 34 years of marriage, the other one was 40 years of marriage. And, I did learn a lot. It was very communication based talks. It was a church retreat, because I'm trying to get married in a Catholic church. So it was like church or like Catholic themed. But like overall, like the themes were very universal, It's all about open communication. And like when Miguel said 50-50, like it triggered me because I remember them saying like you should never think of it like 50, because you're never going to be like, a coach is never going to be like, all right, guys, let's go out and give it 50%. I want every one of you to give it 50%.
They are if they're gonna tank for the season.
Oh my
I'm not
God.
well, I guess the Raiders. And then, so then he's like, you always want to give it 100, whether that be, only you know what your 100% is. So like, yeah, my 100%, if it's like an Ian situation or was it Ian that said the doctor, right? Nurse, whatever. Like you can be like, 100%, I gave it 100%, did my job, did all this. And then when I get home, I'm going to give it what I think is my 100% of what I have left, And then the same with the spouse at home, gave it 100% of being at home.
I think where I got the thing that I was just saying about me and Sarah have, I think we
Mhm.
got it from the engagement retreat as well. But they explained it to us in the 100% way as well. But also like your 100% is like
a battery,
60% for the day or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, damn.
Let me
Who would have thought?
see if I understood this correctly. Did you say you give like 100% of what you can that day, or you're always giving it 100%?
Well, you always give it 100%,
Because like, what if that leads to eventual burnout? Like if you're just constantly giving 100%.
But I think he's saying
100%.
it's
Well,
whatever you think your 100%
Well, I'm saying-
is. So at
Oh,
the end
okay,
of the day,
you
if it's
give it
only
your all.
30%,
You give it your
Yeah.
all of whatever your all is. I'm not saying
Yeah.
you have to be the best every day, but as long
Yeah,
as you
so
give
if
it
it
your all
is-
every day, you did your role.
if it is
Yeah.
30%, you give all that 30%.
Mathematics is hard, guys.
It is
Yeah, it
sometimes.
is.
Dude.
It is.
Percentages are hard.
I appreciate the responses, guys. Again, let us know at home if you guys or if you yourself or your partner watches all these relationship TikToks. Do they bring it into the relationship? Do you bring it into the relationship? Does this help the relationship or does it make it worse? Let us know in the comments down below.
Or do you just send the funny memes? Are you the funny meme guy?
Yeah,
or
the
you
funny
send
memes. Those
cat
are also
TikToks
good.
and stuff like that. All right, well, I got one more for you guys that I wanted to talk about. I want to talk about anime specifically. Miguel, I know me and you are anime heads.
Hell yeah.
Moy,
Hey, I'm right. Me too.
I was gonna get to that.
Oh, my bad.
Moy, I know you don't really dive into the anime world. Ian, I wanted you to refresh my mind. It seems like
Sorry.
you watch anime as well.
I do. I love anime.
He's
Okay.
a connoisseur, bro.
Just make my little square into a
Little
Still
anime
frame.
character face.
Yeah. So this one, I'm just a little curious on your thoughts on this, and it's specifically nudity in anime. I wanted to get your guys' thoughts on nudity in anime, and I want to give a little bit of a context. And now I want to preface this. So I was rewatching Berserk at home. Monica was in the room, and there was a specific scene where Guts, he saves Casca, and they fall into this like canal of water because they were in battle, and they got knocked off the edge of the cliff. They fall into the water, and he saves her essentially, and she was sick with the cold, and her clothes were all wet. So in order to prevent her to get even worse, he takes the clothes off of her so that way she dries up and there's not wet clothes on her. And the next scene is like her being mad, like, why is she naked? And she like fucking hits Guts, and she runs out of the little cave or tree that they're in, and she's naked. And Monica just so happened to catch the screen, and she saw that there was a fucking naked animated woman on the screen. And she let me know, and she has let me know in the past too, how she thinks that nudity in anime makes her like uncomfortable, or she thinks it's weird because like she kind of like compares it to like a cartoon and stuff, and she'll then be like, oh, cartoon from my childhood. It's just like it makes her feel weird and uncomfortable. So I wanted to get your guys' thoughts on if, I don't know if your guys' partners are the same way, if they ever caught you guys watching an anime in a situation like that. But do you guys think nudity in anime is weird? Is it like, for me, when I explained it to her, I was like, it's kind of similar to like a movie, you know? There's like nudity in anime. I mean, sure that her being naked is a little weird, or not weird, but it's a little uncomfortable, but it's like you can compare it to like a movie and stuff.
I want to hear Miguel say, because he was making some faces when you were saying this.
The last thing that I want to kind of add before I get your guys' opinion on it is to kind of look it into her perspective. I mean, there are instances where nudity or anime can be weird in general sometimes, because like, say you go to a fucking anime convention and you see the fucking the mouse pads, anime mouse pads with fucking chi-chis on them, or you get these weird body pillows and stuff like that. I mean, anime can have a weird connotation or whatever you may say, but just specifically, just like anime in general, you know, not all anime is weird. So I just wanted to get your guys' opinion on nudity in anime, you know?
I'll rip it off like a Band-Aid, because, you know, you guys are going to have a lot more opinion than me, because y'all weebs and shit. First off, all anime is weird. Just want to put that out there.
Crazy.
This guy watched Attack on Titan too, so I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, Attack on Titan was
Did
good.
he really though? Did he really? He
He
didn't.
watched the whole
we
season.
did.
We watched the whole
We
first
watched
season
the whole first season. We all binged it.
in
right?
one sitting,
Out
bro,
of
one
like
day.
5, bro. What?
That's not the point. That's not the point.
Point
Yeah,
being, okay.
Get back on track. Get back on track.
So whether nudity in anime is weird or not, I think it's the context of the anime, maybe.
Yeah.
You know, or how the nudity is used. Because like, I get Monica's point in the sense of like it's animated, you know. And so, but to her, you know, animation just means cartoons, which,
Yeah.
you know, anime is not a cartoon, you know, like, you know, so there's that alone already breaks it into separate category. But I think, you know, just nudity in anime in general, I think, like I said, it just depends on how it's used. Like if it's like overly exaggerated or like just brought up for fucking no reason, that's when I think it's weird. Like when it has nothing to do with the plot, when it has nothing to do with anything, like then you're just fucking being like bringing nudity in for no reason.
And like I said, there's a lot of anime out there that is weird,
Yeah.
and that's fair.
You know?
That's fair to say with those.
And
you know?
so yeah, so like I think if it fits the parameters of what you're producing or putting out, and it goes to the storyline, sure, fuck it, put it out there. If
Yep.
it's just being put on the screen to be put on the screen, then that's what's weird, dog.
I'll go next because Miguel's the freaking connoisseur over here of anime.
I'm trying to see that scene just in case, you know. Maybe I have more context later on.
Try to see that scene. He'll send it over.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, no, I agree. Excuse me. I think it's all a context thing. I will say that I've noticed, I've noticed that Berserk came out in 97, right? 98?
96, if I'm not mistaken.
96?
96 or
Right,
97.
so
one of those.
a lot of the anime back then in the 90s, late 80s, maybe early 2000s, they had a lot of like nude or sexually suggestive things, like
Yeah.
a lot more back then than they do now. So for the whole, no, don't give me that look, Miguel. It's true. There's like, I forget the name of it. There's a series that came out in like the 90s also where it's a detective supernatural kind of show, and in it, one of the detectives just laid on her bed, and the way that what happened was like, her boobs moved around and kind of flopped out of the shirt. Like, to me, that's unnecessary.
Cowboy Bebop.
But there was a lot of that in the 90s. Nowadays, you don't see it as much. But I feel like what you do see is fan service. Like, I don't like seeing fan service nudity done. Like, there's in Fire Force. I don't know if you guys have seen Fire Force. Yes, Moses.
I have a question. What the fuck is that?
What it is, I take it as like in the manga, if they have a lot more boobage and cleavage and everything, but they don't show it as much as in anime. When they do put it in anime, I feel like that's fan service because people who read the manga are expecting it, and so they're doing it there. Just kind of like, let's take, you guys probably don't really watch it, Moses. I don't think you do, but like Star Wars, in the new Star Wars movies, they did a lot of fan service from the old movies. So they took a lot of old stuff and put it in the new movies to please old fans. Like, that's fan service.
Okay.
And so with this Fire Force one, there's this girl, I forget her name, but she has like cat ears. She has the fire tail. But all the time, the running joke, I guess, is that her clothes fall off. She's always naked, or she's in her underwear, or something like that. And that right there, like, kind of ruined the anime for me. It was really hard for me to go through. Fire Force? But it kind of ruined it for me. Like, I'm like, because it always happens. Like, there's been a big battle or something. Yeah. And all of a sudden, in the end of it, she'll just be there in the dust naked, or the main guy will fall into her boobs. It's like, why? Why do that?
Yeah.
But if the context is right, like with Berserk cutting off the clothes because of hypothermia, that makes sense. That's literally something that would probably happen in a regular TV show with real life humans.
Yeah.
So
before Miguel enters, because I'm waiting to hear what Miguel says.
Me too.
The only reason I'm bringing this up is because like it reminds me of this. But you know how like people really thought Game of Thrones had excess nudity?
Did it?
That's what I'm asking. Like, did it?
No, the books. That's how it was in the books. Like, there was a lot of sex.
So is that fan service, or is that just the way it was written?
Depends. That's kind of more like sticking to the books.
Let's
say with Khaleesi and Khal Drogo in the first season, there's a lot of sex doing that. That happened in the books. Like, that's how that's how it was.
Okay. The only reason
for the most part they stuck with
I know some people like they just thought Game of Thrones is like way too much nudity.
I do think they added some, but at the same time, it's HBO, and HBO has always had a lot of nudity in their shows. So I think they added more, but for the most part, the books were nude. Had a lot of nudity too. So.
Curious because I hadn't read the books. I just saw the show.
Yeah.
So all right, Miguel, I'm ready.
All right, Mr. Connoisseur. Let's see what you have to say.
Let us have it.
I got
Give
nothing,
it to me, Daddy.
I got nothing. I stopped listening to you guys like halfway in because y'all terrible ass opinions. I'm just kidding.
Miguel's like,
no.
What do you mean your anime doesn't have nudity?
The biggest thing I wanted to say is understand and realize where anime comes from, and it comes from Japan, a completely different culture than the United States. All right,
very true.
And there's a higher level of maturity over there, and what they think is weird is not the same things that we think are weird. Now, I still agree with everything else you guys said. I feel like it doesn't need to be there if it's not a part of the story.
Yeah.
But like, I personally watch anime for like the plot twist, the crazy fights, the animations and stuff, like sometimes when shit like that comes up, I'm like, hey, yo, what the fuck? Like, I'm watching this at work or like at the gym, bro. Like, I can't have it on the screen, bro. Like chill, bro. Chill,
Yeah.
But like, you got to think of it like, it's all up to the creator, The creator's the one who decides, hey, maybe I should this in there or should not, and they all think differently on that Eastern Hemisphere versus our Western Hemisphere. And I feel like sometimes in the Western Hemisphere we tend to maybe over sexualize things. Kind of going back to like fucking like what Anon said like fucking 10 minutes ago about the whole like the body pillows, the fucking mouse pads, like you guys know what I'm talking about.
You're saying Western culture over sexualizes it?
Yes.
But you're saying
or sexualizes
from
it,
the
period.
Eastern. So then how does that make sense if that culture
made
Because I
it.
feel like what I'm
That's what
trying to
you're
say is the Eastern culture makes it not intended to be sexualized. It's just it's there. It's
It's
a
their
story.
design.
It's
It's the design.
so-
It's how they do it.
It's what they think is
okay, so you're saying-
normal out there.
Our Western thought makes it sexualized, even though it is
Yes.
not sexualized.
Yeah.
It's
Got
like
it.
say, like it's like
Okay,
our
because I was like, brother.
it's like our high sexual TV shows here we're used to, but if you watch it maybe over there and they're not used to making like highly
Sean,
sexual
bro.
TV shows, it's different.
and back to the Game of Thrones thing. I'm like, there was a lot of scenes that just didn't need to be there,
100% agree.
but they were there. You know, like
name one.
Khal Drogo doing it to Khaleesi, bro. Come on, like that.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. That was in the
that's
book.
Plot.
That
That's
was straight up
plot.
in the book.
That is not plot, bro.
That is definitely
What the
plot.
fuck?
I think that builds your character.
You can keep it off screen.
Nah, it's
Look,
not the same, bro.
that changes to the topic of like, do we think
All
sex and nudity should be
Yeah.
like in the stuff, which is I feel like another topic.
Also,
Yeah.
if you think anime and cartoons are the same, no.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
other
No.
thing.
No.
They're different.
Yeah.
Out.
Well, I do.
That's
I
again,
do
this
want to
34,
say,
baby.
I want to say that you pointing out the cultural differences and country differences is a very good point, and I think it's one of the big points of the difference of
Yeah.
it, like why people find it weird.
And the biggest thing here is, so Monica is an outsider trying to understand the inside. Inside is us knowing the anime. She doesn't really know the anime. Mo, you as well. Like, you don't really know the anime like we do. So we have more knowledge about it, and we understand that like a lot of anime is really good, and it doesn't have this type of stuff in it, like nudity in it. And there is a bunch of weird anime out there. So I feel like an outsider looking at that will say, for example, they fucking see. I'm gonna give you guys an example. High School DxD. You
Oh,
guys-
yeah, that
you
would
guys
be a
know the
wild one.
anime. Saying that's their freaking first impression of anime. That's gonna ruin it for them. They're gonna be like, "What the fuck? Anime is weird," you know. So it kind of
Okay, bro.
fucks up like the rest of it. That's not like that.
Is
That's
that a
true.
good anime? Should I watch it?
I haven't.
A lot
It's
of
on my
fan service in
list,
that.
but you should watch
Not
it.
as your first one.
No, you know what? You should watch Prison School, Moises. That's a good, that's
Yes,
a good
there we go. That's
first.
what you should watch. 13 episodes.
Yeah.
Just watch Prison School.
Yeah. So I mean, it's like
uncensored though.
so yeah. So for an outsider, I mean, it's fair. I mean, you don't want to fucking judge it all, you know, as like in general, you don't want to judge things without really knowing it. But as
True.
an
I mean,
outsider,
that's
I think I think it's fair for them to like find it
Question?
weird when that's like maybe their first impression. But like Monica, first scene she saw was Casca naked, so they're like, "What the fuck is going on? Animated boobs?" So, I mean, that's gonna be her first impression. But again, like we go to Frankensons, Miguel, you know what Frankensons. Ian, I don't know if you've ever been to Frankensons, but there's
I don't think so.
there's quite a bit of booths there where you walk in and there's fucking half naked statues of anime women, and there's body pillows with suggestive
Nice.
things, and then there's a fucking mouse pads with the asses on them and the boobs and the chichis, you know. So I think anybody's gonna find that a little uncomfortable, you know. You're gonna walk in there, you're gonna be like, "What the fuck is going on here?"
True, but I still blame Western culture for that shit for sure.
Yeah. Shit. All right.
But there are some really fucking weird animes, and that
Yeah.
that just throw it out there.
Yeah.
We don't vouch for all of them. There are
No.
some actually unhinged ones that are very questionable.
Yeah.
Probably even on the Eastern culture, dog.
Yeah. I think anybody is gonna agree on that.
Hey, but if you have any suggestions for this topic, you know, maybe we should do some research.
Please
some
give us
weird
animes
Yeah.
that we should avoid. Yeah. We want to
Yeah, yeah.
know the names.
Avoid.
Yeah.
Asking
My
for a
bad. I
friend.
said
Yeah,
You should
watch
animes
Attack
that
on
we should
Titan.
avoid.
We want to
and
make
let me
sure that we
know
avoid
if
these
Aaron
animes.
was justified at the end. All right.
Okay.
Hey, chill.
I don't know if you guys
bro.
saw what was her name? The Olympics figure skater girl.
Yeah.
That won
Oh,
gold.
Alyssa Liu?
Yeah. They asked her, and she said Aaron was justified.
That's
And the
crazy.
people in the comments that actually knew what she
Hey,
was
look.
talking about were like,
That's
hey,
hella
She knows
funny.
ball. She knows
I
ball,
don't know
bro.
what that means.
Hey, don't. You have
I
to watch it.
personally said he was justified, but hey, that's my opinion, y'all.
I'm with you.
watch
I'm with
the
you,
anime.
Miguel.
Watch
Alright,
the
alright,
anime.
good.
All right, guys.
That's all
Well,
I can say.
I appreciate the responses. I wanted to do one more thing. We did have a weird submission that I
Oh,
wanted to discuss
We
with
got
y'all.
a weirdo
we
in the
got
chat.
we got a shout out to this person that submitted their "Am I weird for this" submission.
We gotta get some like music for it or something.
I know.
For when
just
this
like
when
an
you get a weird
animation.
submission.
an animation and a fucking. I'll try my best to fucking add that to my plate, guys. All right, I'll try it. All right. Again, shout out to you, whoever submitted this. Again, it's completely anonymous, so if you want to submit yours as well for future episodes, we'll post the link in our story. Just keep an eye on our stories; it's on there. If you go on our Instagram page, you can click on it; it's on there as well. But hey, shout out to you, whoever submitted this. I want to go ahead and read their response, and then you guys let me know if this person is weird for this. All right. So, am I weird for this? Plain hamburgers, cheese, a patty, and ice cream inside of it. To them, it's life-changing. They tried it suddenly in high school and never went back to normal after that. So, to me, it seems like whenever they get a hamburger, they just put ice cream in it every single time.
But it's a plain burger with cheese and another patty and ice cream, so it's a double cheese ice burger?
First of all, whoever wrote this, is it a cheeseburger or a hamburger?
Regardless, bro, that shit too messy, man. The ice cream's gonna melt.
I wish they would have specified what flavored ice cream. Maybe that'll help. Maybe that'll make it worse. I don't know.
True, I was contemplating what flavor.
Because I feel like a chocolate ice cream in a hamburger or a cheeseburger is kind of.
Ian's not completely wrong, but think about it: ketchup, mayo, and mustard are also messy.
Oh, I know.
So what's the difference?
What's the difference? This is sticky and a lot more liquidy than. I don't want to say mustard because it's gross, but ketchup and mayonnaise.
But now you got ketchup and mustard dripping all over your fucking ice cream too.
But now
to be fair, they never said they had it. They never said they had that on there.
No, but I'm picturing. I get you, but I'm picturing I'm picturing like a traditional hamburger with fucking ketchup and mustard on your ice cream, bro.
Nah, you know what I'm picturing, bro?
This person's
like, why would you want cold ice cream in a is your hamburger
in a warm hamburger
cold?
Yeah.
What if
it's cold, bro? What if it is? What if you let it cool down?
Still weird.
And again, it seems the way they worded it, it seems like they do this every single time they get a hamburger because they tried it in high school and they never went back to normal.
I need to follow up from this person whoever submitted this.
Answer the question? Yeah.
What if you got a shake and you dip the burger in the shake? It's the same thing.
I mean, fries in ice cream or fries in a shake is pretty good.
I don't think it's the same thing.
Fuck the fries in the shake. That shit's basic and fucking whack as fuck. We're talking about the fucking burger in the shake. All right, dude. Focus.
Look, about innovation right now.
And the ice cream.
We're talking about innovation right now.
Look, I want to be fair. To me, on the surface, it seems weird. It seems like you're weird for this. But I also have never tried it. So I feel like I can't say until I try it.
I'd 100%
bro, you're
try
weird.
it.
I don't gotta try it. You're fucking weird.
It is more weird that you're getting a plain burger. That's all I'm saying. All right?
Yeah, I agree with that.
But you're getting a plain burger with cheese.
So it's not plain.
Where's the sauce, bro? Where's the
ice cream?
sauce?
Ice cream's the sauce.
No, bitch.
Is it mayo ice cream?
What?
Is it mayo ice cream? Is it avocado ice cream?
Ooh.
Ew. What's wrong with you, dude? Hold on.
That makes it worse, bro. That's even more weird.
Pistachio. I have homies that really support the pistachio ice cream. I cannot knock on it, even though I don't personally like it, but I won't knock on it.
If you're Miguel's homies that do pistachio, you're weird.
Whoever sent this in,
my dad.
Whoever sent this in, please send us your recipe on how you make it. We'll make it.
Can I get a picture?
So can we get a picture? I want a picture.
Something like that.
We do need more context. We do need more context.
Yeah, there's a couple of follow-up questions for sure. What flavor ice cream?
Warm, cold? Is it a warm or cold?
Yeah. Is it a scoop? Is it like rolled ice cream?
They can't have warm ice cream.
Like you get like a hamburger
sandwich,
at McDonald's and then getting like flurry and then just putting that bitch in.
Ooh, that's gross.
Dude, think about that shit.
Okay, so then is it weird? Do we think it's weird?
I think it's weird.
I think it's weird.
Miguel,
I want to try
outlier, huh? I take both sides.
Actually, you see,
I'm gonna say it's not weird. I approve it. I give him my stamp of approval, yo.
Of course.
The Miguel stamp of approval.
If I ever go out to eat with Miguel and this motherfucker pulls out ice cream sandwich and also the hamburger, I'm be fucking weirded out.
Also, the fact that your school had ice cream, bro. My school couldn't afford that shit, bro.
Oh, yeah,
where'd you get the ice cream from?
Wait. They just said they had it at school. What if they brought the stuff to school?
They brought the ice cream?
Then it would definitely be melted and soggy as fuck.
No.
What if you have a lunch pill?
That makes no sense.
Definitely weird.
That makes no sense because they tried it in high school. That means they would have liked doing that already if they were bringing it in to do it.
I think that means they definitely made it at high school. There's no way they would have brought an ice cream thing.
I wonder if one of their homies was like, "Hey, bro, try this."
I wonder if they got bullied into it and then they just were like, "Damn."
As like
peer pressure.
Okay, That's a sad backstory. I hope it's
All
not
right,
the case.
whoever submitted this, blink if you need help. Were you bullied for this? Is this how you ended up trying it, and it just ended up
Again,
working
bro,
out?
whoever this is, we have follow-up questions. We can bring you on the pod, or we'll put you in like the gangland thing. You know, we'll
Gangland.
We'll deep your voice.
Do the black
Blur the face.
Blur
the face.
No, like the black silhouette.
Yeah,
Insert the voice.
Alter the voice.
And then we'll deepen their voice, and then we just want to know, dog.
yeah.
At the end of the day, as long as you're happy and you're enjoying it, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. It doesn't matter if we think you're weird. And that doesn't matter. But you're weird, bro. You're weird for this. Also, yeah, DM us though.
Hey, but
If
stay
you're
weird,
willing
bro.
to,
stay weird.
if you're willing
Stay
to DM us, because like I said, follow-up questions. But that's gonna be it, guys. Again, thank you so much for the submission. If you guys want to submit your own Am I Weird for This, again, go to our profile, click on the little story thing to submit it. But we're gonna be ending the episode there. It's been a banger. It's always a pleasure being with you guys, talking for a little bit, you know.
Hell
Is
yeah.
it though? Is it?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Oh, I kind of
me,
want
it
to throw
is.
down right now, low key, bro. I'm kind of
Do
fucking
it, pussy.
That's on Patreon. That's on the Patreon.
Do it, bro.
Alright.
I ain't scared.
After dark.
Slide through.
bitch. You're first.
Well, all right, then
Ooh.
slide through. You have to visit me in order for you to do it. Pussy.
Ooh.
He doesn't visit anyone,
Um,
so.
Nah,
All right,
bro.
guys. Anything you guys want to say before we go?
Yeah, fuck you, Miguel. But I love you, Miguel. Shout out to all the listeners, man. I think we don't let you guys know enough, but shout out to all you, every single one of you. Shout out to you, all the peeps that like and comment on our shit.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to the boy. You know who you are. You know who
Hope
you
he
are,
does.
dog. Wow.
We'll get you. We'll get you.
I
your
met you
homies
this
days.
weekend. This weekend. So I'm glad you came up to me.
He knows.
I'm glad you came up to me and asked me who I was.
Hey,
I got recognized
new
in public,
fan,
guys.
dude. A new
Just
fan.
letting
A
you
new
guys know, I
fan.
got recognized in public.
shout
Boy,
out
it's
to
pumping
you.
for
Shout
you
out to
guys.
you.
But yeah, shout out
He's
to all
gonna go
you.
solo career soon.
Oh,
All right,
no.
guys, yeah. Shout out to Hernan for all these questions. Some of them I feel like they were just advice questions, dog. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
They weren't. They were genuine questions. Genuine
Maybe.
questions.
Maybe he was just inspired, by
Hey.
daily life, and he's just like, you know what, fuck it, dude. This is a good fucking subject right here,
Oh, yeah. Thanks, everybody. Hernan, those were some great questions. I hope we don't get canceled for the way we answered them.
Same.
Controversy is always fun,
Yeah.
And, yeah, as always,
It's
fuck
good
ice.
and healthy. It's good and healthy.
Yes,
We
sir.
always got to have opposite views. It helps us grow as people. If we can't have opposite views, then what are we really doing out here? Besides that, that's it, dude. None.
All right. Well, we're going to be ending it there, folks. Appreciate you guys again, that you guys listen to us. Take the time out of your day, whether you listen to us in your car,
we appreciate it.
your private jet, your train,
Private
your
train?
calculator, your PS5 Pro, your GameCube, your fucking Sega Genesis, whatever, man, whatever. We love you guys. We're going to be catching you guys on the next one.
I was gonna say it's iPod Touch now, bro. What the fuck?
iPod Nano?
iPod
Or what,
Nano.
dude?
iPod
iPod
Nano.
Nano, iPod Shuffle, the new iPod Fold, whatever. All right, guys, we're going to end it there. See you guys next time. We love you guys. Deuces.
See
Peace out.
ya.